Pain is one of the most valuable sensations you could go through. Because once you go through that, once you embrace the sensations, negativity, the person coming out on the other side is just such a superior person to the one that never experienced that pain. So pain is very valuable. And I'm not even talking about physical pain, like maybe you have a serious injury or mental pain where you might have lost someone, God forbid. I'm just talking about the pain of stepping outside of your comfort zone. Because that's what it feels like. Doing something uncomfortable that you're not used to feels like pain to some extent. It obviously depends how much of a challenge it is for you, because maybe something outside of your comfort zone is visiting a new place or going to a new country. But maybe it is public speaking, which might be quite challenging. I want this to be a call to action for you, because I know how easy it is to fall into the trap of mindless consumption. So really ask yourself, is even this video, or every single video you've watched, are they really a mindful pursuit of knowledge? Or are they just mindless consumption to numb the feelings of loneliness? That's a really hard question to answer, and it requires a lot of humility and honesty. The brutal truth is that the only way you'll make progress is if you take action. You could just keep watching video after video after video. You could keep feeling like you still need that small piece of the puzzle that's missing in order for you to be able to step into the person you want to become. Let's say, for example, you are struggling with social anxiety. You want to become more relaxed in social situations. You want to become a better socializer. Everything we're talking about on this channel. Well, in your pursuit of becoming that, you could feel like you're missing that piece of the puzzle. But that piece is not another YouTube video. That piece is just taking the action. And it's so easy to cope and to be like, oh, but I still need to understand it a bit better. And only then will I be able to go ahead and take the action. It's so easy to find all these excuses for which you are not ready to do it. Imagine the version of you that keeps watching these videos, that gains a lot of knowledge, even watching the videos mindfully. That version of you is very, very knowledgeable. That version of you could pass a psychology exam with a really, really high grade. But compare that version of you to this version of you that just takes action and stops watching content altogether. They have no extra knowledge to what you already know. But this version of you constantly takes action every single week, not necessarily every single day, but every single week, progressively overloading the uncomfortability of their social challenges. 1 year from now, this version of you, the one that takes action, is going to be light years ahead of this version. And that's the brutal reality. That's why you see some people that they have no idea about all of these social skills concepts. They have no idea about what we're talking about here. They are completely alienated to every single piece of information we're talking about. Yet they just seem to master it by default. Well, why are they able to do that? Because they are able to intuitively understand these concepts, and they don't have to word them and to hear someone tell them about those concepts. And they also take action, because without taking action, there is no progress, as we already established. Taking the courage to step outside of your comfort zone and to indulge into that pain of uncomfortability, of insecurity, it's very hard. But I hope that this comparison, this contrast between the two versions of you, I hope this can give birth to some anger inside of you. That maybe it's just time to be pissed off about the situation of endless consumption. And to just be like, it's time for me to go ahead and take action. It's time for me to go ahead and do something. Because that's the only way I will make progress. If I keep consuming, I will become a lot more knowledgeable than I currently am. But that will do nothing to my life. Like, why did you even start this pursuit in the first place? You started it because you wanted to fill a void inside of you, which is maybe in our place just feeling like you lose control in social situations. You are unable to bond with people. You cannot be present. You cannot be a good person to be around. And you want to improve your social life. That is why you started in the first place. Well, then why do you keep consuming? Because consumption will not solve the problem. The only thing that will solve the problem is action. And action means pain. Action means disrupting the routine, or creating a new routine which involves pain. I wouldn't have been able to make any of the major accomplishments in my life unless if it was for a routine containing pain. But if your routine contains that pain, it will stop feeling so painful after a while, and that will become your comfort zone. And then it might be time to step outside of your comfort zone even more with other things in order to become a more complete person, because that's the only way you can evolve. And by the way, I could bet a huge amount of money that you already have all the knowledge you need in order to go ahead and make the progress you desire. You don't need another video. You only need to take action. Taking action, taking the courage to step into that pain of uncomfortability, that is the value, and that is what you need.